Okie doke, in this video I'm going to show you how to make an orthographic drawing from your Inventor part or assembly, so relevant for your kind of final designs in different projects. So to do this we're going to go top left on Inventor Professional, and we're going to make sure that we've got NUS drop down, we're on metric, and we're going to get ANSI millimeters.dwg, a drawing file we're going to create. Now it should be nice and easy. You've done the hard work making the part on Inventor, and it works the same for an assembly as well. So we're going to go to base, and I'm going to select my file. So I've just got a demo file here, which I'm going to click on, press open. Now that's currently a good size for me, but I can edit that just by changing the scale. That's going to be a little bit too big, so I can play about with this. Could go kind of 2.5, that kind of thing. It's going to be a bit big, so I'm just going to go 1 to 2, which was the original. Sorry, it was 1 to 4. I'm just going to put that in so it's good size. So I got the front view there. I'm just going to, you can see it without clicking, I can just drag up, I can do the top view, and then I can do the side view, whether that's the right or the left. And that's nice and easy. And then if I drag out to the top here, on the top right, I can see the isometric view as well. So that's all fantastic. And now I just need to change this isometric view to a rendered view. So I'm just going to click on this button here, which is shaded. Now that's all great, but we need an orthographic to have dimensions, otherwise there's no point in having it at all. So to do so, you might want to zoom in, and we can use this tool annotate. You can do retrieve all dimensions as well, which is a slightly different one, but I would just say it's easier just to do them yourself, because then you can choose the ones you want and they're more simplistic. You will need dimensions for every single part of your final design. But if you show it on one view, you don't necessarily have to show it on the other. So if I show the thickness of the legs on this view, I won't necessarily have to show it on the top view or the side view. So to do so, go onto the dimension, left click on one of these lines, and I can left click on this one, and if I drag down, it will show me that's 25 millimeters in length, and I can do this for every single part. So if I go from there to there, that's going to be the total kind of depth. Then I've got the thickness of this material. I can click on these two, drag it out to the side, and I can make sure that I've got my full kind of dimension in terms of length. And we do this for each individual dimension. So that one, I'm not going to bother getting this depth again because I've already got that on the left hand side. But what I might want to know is move to my side view and see what this height is. So I'm going to go from there to there, and I've got 540, so that shows my dimension there. And then again, you can't necessarily see that that is square kind of box section steel if you have a look at the isometric one here. So I'm just going to make sure it's nice and clear that this is also 25 millimeters in thickness. Now you need to make sure, as I said, that you've got it for every single part. When you've got it completely littered with dimensions, there is a nice little tool you can use to make sure that it's printed correctly. So I'm just going to save this into my document as a drawing file, so I've always got access to my orthographic. So I'm just going to type it in, final design demo orthographic, and then when you print it off, it will be to one of the Canon Follow Me Universal Follow Me color. So you can go Control P. Now I don't have complete access to that right now because I'm not in the DT department, but what I can do is make sure that I've got it as scale, best fit. I go properties, and I'm going to change it as an output size to A3. Now that should work, and then I press OK, and then I just use my card to scan onto the printer, and I've got my orthographic nicely printed out. One last thing you can do as well is you just need to add a title, so you can go annotate text. I can just type in orthographic drawing of an outdoor bench in millimeters. Make sure that that's clearly in millimeters there. If that text is not big enough and any of these dimensions are not big enough, we can go to manage, we can go styles editor, and then we can go to the bottom left when this loads up, and if we go to text, we go note text, you can change the height of this. If I change that to 6, save and close. Now they might be a little bit too big, but you can change it just like that, and that's it right there. So if that would be my final design. If I have a little part that goes within this kind of insert here, I'd have to make an orthographic of any other individual parts and 3D printed parts as well. But you could also place other views onto another page, and it just depends on the view. If the view comes in the wrong kind of rotation, you can just rotate it like this into the one that you need to, and that's nice and easy. So that's how you do an orthographic and print it off.